Gentlemen. Damn, is someone fucking right now? Your ability to focus deeply. How would you increase that? Practice is certainly one. Deep sleep. Meditation. Yeah, potentially. But there's, yeah, it's more of these things which I think have the biggest effect. It's like the diet, it's the sleep, it's practicing. If I'm being honest, I'd honestly say the diet's the biggest one. Because you can actually have like a bad night of sleep, but actually get really good work done. You can have a bad night of sleep and actually still get like an awesome workout in. It's still very, very important. Don't overlook it. But I think diet is actually the low-hanging fruit. Sleep feels a bit hard to improve sometimes, especially when you've done some of the basics. Diet, well, you know, the greatest productivity tactic out there is intermittent fasting, hands down. You don't eat. Just wake up and just don't eat for a good few hours and do your flow state work in between that. And then when you do eat, have 0 carbs. Carnivore diet, keto. I have, people online will think that this is crazy. I have just under 300 grams of protein a day and about 200 grams of fat. Protein, fat. Carbs is usually about less than 20. It's just like trace grams that come there. I literally just eat meat. That's it. That's what you're supposed to. In my opinion, people have such a wide range of beliefs about diet. I don't think that you can like refute this. Just to me, it seems like common sense that this is what we're supposed to eat. You can't diffuse, like you can't like refute the argument that humans were supposed to just eat meat. I think fruits are cope. Again, loads of like smart people online will disagree with me, and I'm sure Huberman and like smarter people will disagree. I'm like a bit abrasive, so I'll just think like fruits have been so contaminated with extra sugar that they're not even like healthy, natural fruits anymore. Like if you ever seen a picture of what bananas used to look like, old banana, what are they called? What bananas used to look like. Yeah, like, bro, fruits like this, go ahead, but you're not eating this, are you? You're not eating, like, fruits like this, right? They're making them super, super sweet. It's got more sugar than a chocolate bar. And just because it seems like, oh, but it's a fruit. It's like, tell me how a fruit is better. It's got the same fructose. It's 20 grams of sugar. It's the same as a can of Coke. Now, Coke is going to be worse because it's got some weird-ass chemicals in it. Now, I've got an unpopular opinion. Lots of people will disagree with this, but I actually think supplements are better than real food, which sounds like crazy. But once you can start to afford like some of the higher end supplements, and again, no one will agree with this online, but this is just my unpopular opinion. Once you get some high quality supplements, you get what they say they are. But if you want the same vitamin that comes from real food and everyone tells you like, oh, but just eat real food, bro. I think real food is more of a cope these days, because what the fuck is your real food? You've got pesticides on your vegetables. And you do eat the plants. Well, there's plant toxins. Plants don't want to be eaten. When we kill animals, they've got tusks and claws. How do you think a plant defends itself? Because it's a living creature. How does it defend itself? Because it's almost like semi-poison. So real food, like enjoy your real food. Pesticides, plant toxins. You were just gonna. But in general, just get. I would say if you were just going to copy me and you, for example, your digestive system is just kind of like the same as mine, you just eat eggs, meat, butter. That's it. This is like, let's say this is gold standard. This is 10 out of 10. Before that, we'll say add into this, let's say for like a 7 out of 10 diet, which is actually not, probably like, honestly, still like a 9 out of 10 diet. Just add cheese to that as well. Not perfect, but a lot better, especially when you get grass-fed cheese and everything, a lot better. Let's say around that, or let's say 8 out of 10, I add in seasoning as well. Seasoning might be a little bit cope because a lot of it is unnatural. Sometimes like seasoning / I'll say some sauces are on my food as well. Not perfect. Absolute like gold standard online. When you do some research, I'll show you some research on this. It's literally just all you eat is just beef. Jordan Peterson's on this diet. His daughter's on this diet. Beef, salt, water. These are the only things that they have. Beef, salt, and water. If you imagine that this is like 10 out of 10, okay, absolute extreme as far as we can go, then for example, there's levels to this. And the level I'm on right now is where I still have like eggs. I still have a little bit of cheese. I still have some seasonings.